Welcome. Here are today's top stories. Senator Natasha returns to National Assembly, denied entry. Ministry of Livestock Development holds Ministerial Experts Working Group Technical Pitch Session. Senate spokesman Yemi Adaramodu said Kogi Central Senator Natasha remains suspended till the Red Chamber resume from recess in 2 months' time. Adaramodu said this hours after the Senate barred the suspended lawmaker from resuming legislative duties at the National Assembly in Abuja. Natasha was suspended in March 2025 for violating Senate rules after a seat arrangement row with Senate President Godswill Akpabio, whom she has accused of sexual misconduct, an allegation Akpabio had denied. Is this conduct expected of the hallowed chamber? Let's hear your view.
Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, the senator on suspension. Look, my brother Sheung, and I want to tell Nigerians, we have said what we are supposed to say about the issue of Senator Natasha, who's our colleague. And we are not even interested in entertaining any kind of fancy about it anymore. And I just want to reiterate that the Senate, the National Assembly at large, has very, very onerous roles to play and a lot to do. We are legislators, we are lawmakers. We are not spectators, we are watching skit making and content creation. So initially I said that all this episode, all this saga, just about content creation. And then the content has been created and is now maybe degenerating into season film. We are not interested, we are not actors. We are lawmakers. And we are not interested in all these kind of things. As the Senate. And mark you, my brother, even when any litigant goes to court and gets any judgment, either that person feels that this is judgment, this is another, when that is not another. That litigant does not even enforce orders by himself or herself. They are called bailiffs who will serve others on those ones that others are supposed to be served on as prescribed by the court. And then why, if those people that others were served on do not take to the others, then those ones can be accused of contempt of court, and then they will be charged to court accordingly. So I hope and I think and I know that Nigerians know that this is another skit making. This is another content. This is just the continuation of the content creation episode of our own colleague. But like I said, we are not interested in joining issues with it.
But let's get
Senate,
clarity.
The Senate has already done what it's supposed to do constitutionally, and which the court upheld that the Senate, according to Section 60 of the Nigerian Constitution, and then the order and the rules book of the Senate. So the Senate has done what it's supposed to do, and then we have already issued statements. And I want Nigerians to know,
Senator,
that we are not even interested,
because we have a lot
of things to do.
We have a lot of issues.
Like you said, we are talking about consumer amendment. We are talking about electoral reforms. We are talking about so many things.
Senator,
and we have just barely, even less than 2 years to an election, 2027, maybe around February or March 2027. Other election will be coming up. Presidential election,
Senator,
National Assembly, governorship, and then the state houses of assembly. So we have a lot to do. We are not bothered about
has the Senate received the court judgment?
You said
the High Court judgment. Has the Senate received it?
Yes, we have. We have seen it.
That the suspension of Natasha.
We have seen it.
Illegal and
there was nowhere in the judgment. Anybody who has it can show us where it is written, where it is pronounced that it is illegal, that it is unconstitutional, and that an order was made. The only order that was made in that judgment was the order that our colleague, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, should apologize to the court and pay 5 million naira fine. And she had appealed it. I don't know how somebody will now say he or she is appealing an order and now wants to enforce an opinion.
No, that the portion of the
like I said,
Senator, so that we don't misinform the public.
Let's go to
the portion of the appeal
interview.
Is about the fine that she was given. The fine that came down on her. That was the portion where she appealed on that judgment. But the court has said the suspension of any lawmaker to represent their constituency is unconstitutional. And the court has been very consistent.
Go and read the certified. My brother, go and read the certified copy of the court, which has never been denounced. That, in my opinion is not an order. And without maybe want to sound so legalistic, we say it is liter obiter. That is opinion, in my opinion. But in the area of the judgment, whereby the senator was supposed to apologize, bring down what she has written on Facebook, and at the same time pay a fine of 5 million naira. That one, the court said, the court orders that. The rest, if there's anywhere that the court said, the court orders, even the other opinions of the court is that Section 60 subsists. The Senate has absolute power to
discipline one of their own.
Yes, discipline one of their own.
If it's according to...
Yes, and that in the opinion of the court and in the belief of the judge, that I believe, and in my opinion, it might be excessive. And I believe the Senate can recall. So these are opinions and beliefs, which are not orders. But like I said, I don't want to go to all these explanations anymore. We have said what we should say about it, and then we should not just go back to it again, because it's going to be a ding-dong this thing, because that is what our own colleague wants. So that today, Senate will talk.
So why
tomorrow,
are you aware of the appeal by the Senate President?
The only one
are you aware?
No, the only one that I want to give is that there's nothing subsisting between the Senate President and our colleague Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. It's not about the Senate President. It's about the Senate as a whole. Because the rules book were made by the Senate. The Constitution, Section 60, is for the Senate of the National Assembly. It's not for Senator Akpabio. So it is not about Senator Akpabio at all. It's about the Senate. And like I said, please, my brother, let us go to where Nigeria.
If I may quickly put the question,
let us go to.
Are you aware that Senator Akpabio appealed this matter?
Where the appeal. No, let me tell you something. The appeal is not about the recall. It's not about the powers of the Senate to discipline one of its own. It's about jurisdiction, and that's all. And that area has got nothing to do.
So, Senator
has got nothing to do
as the Senate
with any other. It has got nothing to do with it.
Senator Natasha stands suspended.
Well, as far as the Senate is concerned, we have said that until and when the court rules and gives a definitive order that, look, what you have done is unconstitutional, it's illegal, and anybody can point it to me, can bring it out to me.
Those are the words of the court.
My brother. Yes, no, unconstitutional is not there.
Excessive.
Unconstitutional is not there.
Did you say the version where?
In my own opinion, opinion of a person is not the holding of a court. It's not judicial.
So I'm asking you, on behalf of the Senate, what is the position of the Senate?
The position of the Senate is, and has been initiated yesterday, 2 days ago, even this morning, that yes, when the order has not come, then the Senate reserves that constitutional right to now sit, consider, and see whether one of them, which is our own sister, our own colleague, the bad are respected. Because we know that we are human beings. We can add any time that when the Senate now decides, even before the end of that suspension period, if the Senate sits down and then considers recalling her, but if not, it subsists. The suspension subsists. Because
and she will not be allowed entrance or access into the National Assembly.
Our chamber is the only place that
isn't the punishment enough already.
No, our chamber is the only place that is hallowed. Anybody can get to anywhere in the National Assembly. Is a public place. We are not bothered, and we don't know. And the only thing there is that if you are Shehu, you are coming to the National Assembly with a multitude of a mob multitude. There's no way. Carrying placards, carrying flags, chanting war songs. There's no way. The security in the National Assembly will allow you in. So you as Shehu, who is not even a senator, as a journalist, if you want to try it, go there tomorrow, rent a crowd, tell a mob to start chanting war songs, clapping for you, carrying placards, raining expletives, and showing all those things unspeakable and unthinkable, and then there's no way. The security, the sergeant at arms, will allow you to come in. The only place where the senators own strictly is the chamber, which is the hallowed chamber, and we will never allow anything that smokes like illegality to enter the
Senator. Let's move to other issue.
And like I told you, I said we are not interested in maybe watching all this kind of content creation episode anymore. So that's why we have spoken, Senator, and Senate has spoken.
Senator, so let's move on to some other issue. On the constitution amendment process, clarify for us, because I know this matter came up on the floor today. Is the